Hi everybody, Allie here with ABC Bead Supply. I'm here today to share with you some fun new products that have loaded over on our website, along with projects using those. So we have loaded these new Acrylic Straw Charm Adapters. These are a new product available over on our website at abcbeadsupply.com, and then we have loaded new acrylic accents with holes on them as well. And these two products can be combined to make some really fun straw charms for your tumblers. So before, I'm going to talk you through the new products a little bit more in just a minute. But let me give you a visual before I do that on what the result is of one of these actually on a tumbler. So if you take one of these chained charm pieces that I've made up, and we take our tumbler and we just slip this part right over the straw, and then the chain goes right on over and hangs over the edge. And then you've got this look. It's hard holding this flat and having it work. We've got photos on our website blog of all three of the samples hanging on the cup so that you can see a little bit better. But we've got the acrylic accent at the bottom, and then we've created some acrylic bead bobbles on the edge. And these are really easy to just slip on and off and to change out. So that was one sample. The smiley face, the pastel tie-dye smiley face. There's this really fun little check smiley face that you can use too. We also have, for samples, the Doing My Best with some fun bright colored bobbles. And then this is my personal favorite. I'm definitely keeping this one. I'm trying, but I'm very tired. So cute. So the acrylic accents that we have loaded, let's talk about those for just a second. So we have had acrylic accents in the past, flatback acrylic accents. We still carry them. They have been, there's no holes on them, and the intent of those, the primary use for those is badge reels. So the designs that we have are very much teacher, nurses, counselors, first responders, vets, HR, co-worker, those just kind of work-themed acrylic accents, styles that you would wear on a badge reel in the workplace. And then those badge reels, we've always shown how you can mount them to pendant bails to convert them to a pendant that would hang to use on keychains, rear view mirror car charms, and things like that, if you want to get more bang for the buck out of those designs. These acrylic accents are not for badge reels. They're going to be exclusively as a pendant because they have holes already in them. They're also, the majority of them are going to be transparent, so they would show a badge reel. Badge reel would show through them. So a lot of these, like the paw one, is laser cut in the shape, so you couldn't mount that to a badge reel. A lot of these sane ones are translucent and printed on a translucent, so it looks really nice when it's hanging on your tumbler because it picks up the color of whatever's behind it. Not all of them are that way, so that's just a few examples. These ones, we've got some solid ones too that would be fine on a badge reel, but because they've got holes on them, you wouldn't use them on a badge reel. So these are going to be kind of smaller in size, somewhat speaking. This one is pretty big, but they're going to generally be smaller in size. Again, like that wouldn't fit over a badge reel and cover it. So a little bit smaller in size, different kinds of materials, holes on them. You can use these for the chains, for these tumblers. You can also use any of these on keychains, on rearview mirror car charms, bag tags, anything that you would use a pendant on. The baseball ones I think would be really pretty. We are not selling them in two sets because for the most part they're not going to be earring friendly accents. Some of them are, though. This baseball one in particular I think would be really pretty on an earring, so you could purchase two of those to make a set of earrings with them, but we're selling them individually. This one would be fun on an earring too, so those two I think would work for earrings. The rest probably not so much. So this teacher one, the hole is at the top, so it hangs this way. So the orientation of it is like this on your tumbler, so it hangs a long way, so it looks fun. It would look kind of weird hanging that way, so it's going to hang that way. So they can be used any way that you would use a pendant. We're showing them today on these new tumbler straw charms, but there's a lot of other design possibilities. But I just want to differentiate for you the difference between the flatback acrylic accents that we carry for badge reels and the acrylic accents with holes. We have retitled the description on our website of the ones without holes, just so that there isn't any confusion. The photos on the website too, if they're badge reel friendly, you're going to see a badge reel right in the photo of the website. So that's another, and then in the description of the website, in the product description, we have put holes or no holes. So we've made it very clear, in all of those areas what it is you're getting. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make one of these. Enough talking. So the straw adapters are going to come with an acrylic film on them. And you're just going to peel off the backing. It's just a protective layer. We've had these cut from our supplier that does all of our badge reels. So they do that with a protective film on all of their pieces. These acrylic accents vary in vendor. Some of them are going to have an acrylic film, some aren't. If they look cloudy or milky or dirty, that means that there's an acrylic film that you want to peel off. We don't sell dirty acrylic. So if it looks dingy, it's because you've got a layer that you need to peel off of it. So you'll do that first. And then we're going to take it and we're going to put it right on our, oh no, we're not. We're not going to do that first. What am I talking about? We're going to take our supplies. Let's start with that. The tools that you're going to need are all on our website as well. We've got the needle nose pliers, round nose pliers, and side cutters. Those are going to be used for making the bobbles. So if you're not doing the bobbles, you don't need all of those. If you're just attaching a pendant, you won't need all of the tools. You're going to these are the chains that we have always carried. We've showed them wrapping around the handles down here. So it's the same chain. We're just now using them on these straw adapters. I personally like having them off of the straw so much more. When I'm holding it, it just, I don't know. Everybody has their preference. I really like how these feel. So you're gonna unclip that lobster clasp and you're gonna open up the jump ring, and then you're gonna just attach that jump ring through the hole on the acrylic straw adapter like that. Now these chains are quite long. You're only going to need about half of it. You should be able to get 2 of these out of 1 length of chain. So this is where you can take your tumbler and slip it right on and see where you want it to hang. You're going to be shortening up your chain, and depending on the size of your accent, you're going to maybe want it to hit a different spot. Some of these smaller ones I think look nice being up a little higher. And then some of the bigger ones you can go down a bit more on, and it kind of fills the space nice. So you're just going to kind of go off of what your preference is with where you want it to hit. So for this one, I want to come just like a little bit below that logo. So I'm going to just take my finger and hold on to that link with where I want it to be. And then I'm going to open up that link with my needle nose pliers and just remove that one link. And then that link you're just going to toss. So this is the part that I'm going to be working with now. This part, you're never going to end up using this, the lobster clasp. You can just take that off and remove it and save it for another project. For this style, you're not going to be using it. So it already has the jump ring then on it for you to go for, if you remove that, and then you can just use this to mount to another one. So you're going to be able to get 2 out of 1 of those chain lengths. Then you're going to take a 6mm jump ring and open that up, and we're going to just loop the acrylic accent to the bottom chain, just like that. And if you're a very simple person, you could leave it just at that. You could attach these acrylic accents to the chains and just have it be a simple project. I really like the added look of these little bobbles, and so let's show you how to make those. It's a really sweet touch. So you're going to take a stainless steel head pin. Now these head pins, the bottoms of them here are too small. If you go to put a 12mm bead right directly on them, it's going to fall right through. So you're going to use these acrylic 4mm spacer beads as a stopper. The holes on those are really small, so it won't fall through, and it'll just, you can use that to sandwich between your beads. It adds a little bit more of a decorative edge too, but it also is practical and serves a purpose. You want to make sure that you use our 4mm. They're linked in the blog post and the supply list. They're linked, but make sure you use the ones linked, the 4mm acrylic. The 4mm stainless steel, the holes are just as big as the 12mm beads, and so they would fall through as well. So then you're going to do about a thumbnail distance of wire, and then with your side cutters just trim that off, and just like that. And then we're going to take our needle nose pliers and flatten out the wire at a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to take your round nose pliers, and you want to make sure you put your wrist all of the way under. If you start here, you're not going to be able to get a full rotation in. So just kind of, it's a little awkward, but just put your wrist all the way under and grip onto that wire, so that when you go to loop, you have a full circular rotation to get around. You do want to leave just a little bit of a hole though. You don't want to go all the way around because you want to be able to link this to your chain. On our sample, I actually did the lilac first, so that the yellow was in the middle, so it wasn't as close to the smiley face. So I switched the order on this one, so you can follow along on the sample though if you're duplicating this project. I think the yellow looks better in the middle. But so I went up 4 links, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 4th link, you're going to just loop that bobble through, and then finish your loop with that round nose plier. So there's your first bobble. For the second bobble, you're going to make it the same way. I'm just going to show you a little bit of a trick on where you're going to mount that on the chain to get it to lay nice. So we've got our 4mm spacer, the 12mm iridescent. We're going to trim with our side cutters. Again, links to all these tools are right in the blog post of the website. We're going to use our pliers there, round nose underneath, and roll them up. So then from this one, we're going to go 4 more chains up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the chain that I want to be on. But if you look, you can see that this bobble is on the left side of the chain. So when we go up to this one, we want to go to the right side of the chain. So we're going to loop over here. And then close that up. And then by doing it that way and staggering them, they're just going to lay nice. They're going to alternate when they lay, rather than having all of your bobbles hanging on one side. So then this third one, I won't show you because you've already seen me make 2 of them, but you would alternate it back over on the other side. So you're just switching up the sides that they hang on. So again, these just plop right on to your straw, and they are, let's see, so fun. And we've got photos of all of these samples in the blog post of our website over at abcbeadsupply.com, so that you can see all the supplies used to duplicate them. All of the materials are available right on our website, also at abcbeadsupply.com. And this video is archived there as well, right in the blog post. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great day.